Thanks for tuning in, everyone. This is Hexproof. You're watching another one of my ranked Halo Wars 2 videos. Once again, I'm using Shipmaster because I'm trying to learn how to master him. And this time my opponent's using Yap Yap. There's several moments in this game that are pretty embarrassing, pretty cringy to me upon further review. But this is why I watch these videos, so that I can improve and become a better Halo Wars 2 player. One thing that I need to work on is paying more attention to the opponent's leader powers, protecting my units more. There's several moments in this game where I just sit there and take the beam like a champ. Not a good thing. Here my opponent's assaulting my base. Nothing serious. Probably not the best use of a beam. I probably could have just parked all my units at the front of my base under the shield and easily picked off his units. I'm back to assault his base. His southernmost base on the map, relatively speaking. I usually try to take out the turrets first. As you can see here, his army arrives. The cannon fodder units are so cute, aren't they? Not very durable, I don't think, though. I displace his units. I'm able to pick off his hunters, bring his base down by the time his army returns. And I try to use my leader power. I'm able to save a few of my units, return them to my main base. After I regroup and repop, I'm back for more. I run into his army. We kind of duke it out for a little bit. Then I simply get them out of the way with the handy dandy displacement LP. And I continue on, march on his base again. This is where he'll clearly drop an LP, but I kind of just sit there. I wish I was more mobile. Had my army in constant motion, just encircling his base. That's probably something I need to work on.
Nothing will stop me. All units.
Here he comes, his units finally make it back to me.
They always underestimate.
Not too much of a hassle. I'm able to take out his army eventually. He's got these little turrets that he's dropped. I figure I should get out of their range, so I move. Pick off the last of his units. And then finish off his base. He keeps sensor towers at all of his bases, which is a good thing because I like to use shrouds and the mass cloaking LP. If you didn't have the sensor tower, I would have great advantage with the with the cloaking abilities.
All units.
Here I go assaulting his middle base.
All units.
He's got a bunch of cannon fodder just sitting in his locked base apparently.
All units.
I take another beam. This was a very embarrassing assault on my part. I lose my entire army just because I didn't micro them well enough. And I drop a beam, which seemed like a complete waste. I should have used it on his units, on his hunters at least. All I've got is 2 wraiths left, which I waste an LP on, when I could have just targeted my main base and had them just drive there. Here I'm back at his southernmost base, which he's trying to rebuild. I'm going to try and take it down once and for all. And I'm just sitting there at the front again.
Please don't shoot me! Stop picking on us, you big bullies!
Kind of a bad habit.
Leader power ready.
Now he's assaulting my bases, beginning with my rightmost base, which is no big deal. There's nothing on that base really except for a war council. I kind of waste an LP on, and all I really manage is to get rid of a couple of his shrouds, his 2 shrouds. Meanwhile, I'm assaulting his middle base, and he drops a very powerful beam on me, and I just sit there once again. That's what I get for being distracted.
An enemy structure has been destroyed.
And then I'm off. I'm on to his last base. His main base, I suppose.
All units. Our base is under attack.
I could have microed this engagement a little better as well. Looks like my hero is going for the sensor tower. He's doing a really good job of taking it down by himself.
We've destroyed an enemy structure.
He's now knocking at the front door of my main base. So I quickly displace his army. I should have gotten my army retreated back to my main base. He drops another LP on me. His banshees come in and take out several of my wraiths, and then I finally use my LP to escape.
All units. All units. Local units.
I probably could have done that better. It's a good thing I returned to my base, because he's about to assault my main base once again. But I'll be ready for him.
Wraith ready to wreck. All units.
A lot of cannon fodder, a few grunt goblins, a handful of engineers. Nothing to really be worried about. I feel like I've done lots of damage to his economy, destroying his 2 expos.
An enemy structure.
He's got 1 expo to my right, which I'll have no problem taking out. He's taking down the shields on my base here, but I'm not worried at all. He's got 2 vehicles here that are trying to escape, but they're about to run into 2 of my wraiths. I've got them all flanked and destroyed now. I'm off to destroy his final expo on the right.
Destroyed an
He hasn't even upgraded it yet.
Leader power ready. All units.
I'm gonna try and max out my army real quick before
All units.
I head out to finish him off.
Infantry level.
But first I'm gonna take care of this expo.
All units.
Not a problem at all. I'm gonna take out his engineers.
Enemy. All units.
Here he comes with a little army. And he rage quits.
The victory.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I'll do better next time.